So what does this mean? The kingdom is within you. Yahushua taught the 12. He taught them. He gave them instructions. They had everything they needed to get to the kingdom. When you have everything you need to get to the kingdom will be within you. Most of our people, the kingdom is not within us. This is a huge, huge problem. We don't even know what this means. This is another lesson. And I'm not going into it, but we have no idea. The kingdom come near to our people, and our people will run from it. So these 12, the kingdom was within them. And when they went to heal the sick, say to them, the kingdom of Yahuah has come near to you, meaning it's in us. We came to you and the kingdom was near you. Now that doesn't mean the kingdom going to get into you just because you get healed. You must become a doer of his word. And once again, this is something our people have no idea because no one understands the kingdom near you, the kingdom within you. We don't understand this terminology. We have no idea what this means because it's not being taught. The Most High has not opened up the people's eyes to what's going on because of iniquity, because of they think they know it all, they got it all together. This is something the Most High will have to reveal to you through his word. So the kingdom come near to the people because the kingdom was within the 12. Luke 13:12. But when Yahushua saw her, he called her to him and said to her, woman, you are loose from your infirmities. Loose, free. When you're bound by it, it have you. You're tangled up. You can't get away from it. You can't live free. And when you're loose from it, you're free from it. You broke loose. You're no more captive. It no more holds you down. So this is what the Most High wants to do. He wants to free you from your infirmity. But we need to know what it is we need to do in order to get this. And it's not sow a seed. Matthew 10:1. Here are the 12. And he called for the 12 ambassadors. And he said to himself, and he said to them, he gave them power over unclean ruachs. This is what he did. The power was with him. He gave the power to them. You see, when first of all, the kingdom of the Most High was within Yahushua. Make sure you understand. And the kingdom was not within the 12 until after they hung around him. They stayed with him. They learned from him, and he ended up putting the kingdom into them. And then the power that was with him, it was with them. Now, the new so-called New Testament, it doesn't give the 12 their due. Trust me, they did works. They had the authority and the power. They did works, but we can't read of the recording of their work because someone else right now is getting the credit for being the most popular, what they call apostle. We know this is a Roman Catholic word, but it was only 12. We know the 12 was for the 12 tribes. So he gave them power over unclean ruachs to cast them out and to heal all kinds of sicknesses and all kinds of disease. Do we see Paul doing this? Do we read about him healing people? Where is this? That's either here nor there. But these 12, it's not written of them what really happened. We don't have that account. We don't read much about the 12. We read about a few of them. Most of the people can't name you the 12. Ask someone to name the 12 tribes of Yasharal. We can name the 12 tribes. Now, ask them to name the 12 that follow Yahushua and watch the stutter. Wait a minute. We don't know them because the record they didn't record it. They hid it. They kept it out. We know that the scripture, that the paper, that the writings end up in the wicked hand, and they destroyed it. They took it, translated it into Greek. That's why we have to go into the Greek. It's a when we get this, what we're reading, this is a translation of a translation. Of course, it loses all of its power. This is Sirach 38, 2 through 4 and 7. For healing, this is something we need to understand. Healing comes from the Most High, and he will receive a gift from the king. The healing comes from the Most High. Now, he gives us men, and this is what we're about to read. The skill of physicians lifts up his head, and in the presence of great men he is admired. The Most High give us these men. For Yahuah created medicines from the earth, and a sensible man will not despise them. He created medicines from the earth. I need to bring this point out. Noah had the books, he had the writing, he had the medicines, he knew the herbs from the earth, but it got lost. We no longer have it today. It will be given back to us, but we don't have a lot of information that Noah had. Verse 7, by them he heals and takes away pain. So by them, by men, by the physicians, by the herbs, he gave the herbs for our healing. But the Most High is the one where this comes from. Remember, healing comes from the Most High. And he gives us, these other ways of healing. And our body he created our bodies to heal itself. When you get a cut, you put a band-aid on it. The moment you cut yourself, the healing begins. Okay, this is 2 Baruch 29 and 7. Here is healing in the wilderness. And we understand there will be healing in the wilderness. For the wind shall go forth from before me to bring every morning the fragrance of aromatic fruits. And at the close of the day, listen to this, clouds distilling the dew of health. So he's going to put these clouds, he's going to put healing in the clouds, in the dew, in the mist that comes from these clouds. It will be healing in this. And of course, once again, this is in the wilderness. Those outside of the wilderness will not experience this. 2 Baruch 73, 1 through 3. Here it is. After all said and done, after all the wickedness, after every piece of, there were diseases that's not written up in scripture that was promised to be upon the people. After all said and done, and it shall come to pass, when he has brought low everything that is in the world, and he has cast down in shalom for the age of the throne of his kingdom, that happiness shall be revealed, and rest shall appear. Verse 2, and then healing shall descend in dew. Here it is again. The healing descending in dew, and disease shall withdraw. All diseases and anguish and anxiety and anguish and lamentation pass from amongst men. No more anxiety, no more anguish, no more lamentation, no more brokenheartedness. And gladness proceed throughout the whole earth. This healing is coming to the whole earth. And no one shall again die untimely, nor shall any adversity sudden befall. So this is something that's it's needed. The earth right now needs healing. The people needs healing because of the wickedness that's been in the earth for so many thousands of years. All right, this is 2 Ezra 7, 52 and 53. If you pull out your Apocrypha and you turn to 7, you will not see 52 and 53. They removed some of it. And we had some of it. We found some of it. And then my son found this. And I didn't know it had existed. Okay, this is starting at 52. Or that the splendor of the Most High will defend those who have led a pure life. Listen, it's the Most High. It's his splendor. It's his power that's going to defend those who led a pure life. Most of us are not living a pure life. And remember, all of us have something wrong. This is why we must become completely clean in the wilderness. Anybody, all the new people, if you hadn't seen that video, it was very important. Completely clean. That comes from the wilderness. Right now, we all going to walk in some form of error. We all committing iniquities. Are you sowing seed in a Kadash ground in the land of the Most High and bringing your offerings? No. Have you ever done it? No. This is a sickness. This is a problem. This is iniquity. See how you're committing iniquity? Don't say you have a pure life. Don't do that. You're going to make that's why the scripture says, who is without iniquity? Show me. None is good, no, not one. Did not Yahuah say that? There is none good, but why do you call me good? There is none good but Yahuah. This is, but we have walked in the most wicked ways. We're not giving offerings. We're not bringing offerings to Louis. We have walked in the most wicked ways. Some of us refuse to come out of Babylon, and we continue to walk in the most wicked ways and talk against people that do try to come out, to come near the wilderness, the edge of the wilderness. How is this? That we continue to walk in these wicked ways, or that paradise shall be removed, whose fruit remains unspoiled, and in which are abundance of healing. We shall not enter it. These are for the wicked ones. The paradise, listen, the fruits are go unspoiled. There will be no spoiled fruits. And the abundance of healing, but the wicked one shall not enter. And this is what you have to get from this. Now, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, 3 John 1 and 2, he says, beloved, I pray that you prosper. This is why he made these statements. I pray that you prosper in all things. He's saying in all things, and be in health, in all righteous things. Not prospering in wickedness. We know the wicked one, he prospers in wickedness. He says prosper in all things and be in health as your soul prosper. This is what the Most High wants. He wants us to be in good health. He does not. Listen, he put the curses on us. These curses are upon us. And they were supposed to cleave to us till it killed us. He put them there to kill us. And only he can remove these curses off of us. We need these curses removed off of us. But many of our people, they don't mind the curse. They don't understand the process of him removing the curse. They don't understand healing. They don't understand this process at all whatsoever. And so they're going to end up not listening to him. And when you don't listen, once again, you don't listen to his word, healing will be far from you. If you're in, watch this, you're in the wickedness of the land of the enemy of Babylon, you're in the belly of the beast, healing will be far from you. This is not what I'm saying. I just showed it to you in the scripture. The Most High is saying, why? Why would the Most High be around this mess? Why? His eyes always on you. His eyes is always on Jerusalem. So if we are so far from Jerusalem, we are far from our healing. There's another level of healing that will go on in the wilderness, and most of our people, instead of experiencing healing, they will experience Jacob's trouble. I mean, we have an opportunity to choose healing or Jacob's trouble, and most of us said, I'll take Jacob's trouble. I'll take Jacob's trouble. I don't know why. Again, we're drunk. This is why we would take Jacob's trouble over healing. You see the importance of staying in his word, of knowing what's in his word. If you don't know his word, everything we need, life is in his word. Everything we need is in his word. That's why I say study for yourself. Don't expect someone to bring this to you. Study for yourself. All of your answers to your problems is wrapped up in his word. You just have to get in there, dig in there, and pull it out. Yahuah's word, healing to my flesh. Shalom.